Covent Garden. From street performances to opera or ballet, it's a place for cultural events. Covent Garden is one of the oldest areas in the City of London. Excavations have revealed traces of Roman occupation from the 1st century, when the city was known as Londinium. In the 13th century, the area of what was to become Covent Garden was a mix of orchards, meadows, pastures, and arable lands, which belonged to the Benedictine monks of Westminster. The name, Covent Garden, referred to the garden of the abbey and the convent. After the dissolution of the monasteries in 1540, King Henry VIII took hold of the land, and a few years later his son, Edward VI, gave it to John Russell, 1st Earl of Bedford. In 1630, the 4th Earl of Bedford commissioned Inigo Jones to design and build a church and 3 terraces of fine houses around a large square. The Church of St. Paul's, commonly known as the Actors' Church, was the first building and the centerpiece of the square, which was inspired by some of the grand piazzas in Italy and had a significant influence on modern town planning in London. The fruit and vegetable market began as a small, open-air market on the south side of the fashionable square. Many new houses were built at this time, and initially they attracted the wealthiest classes, such as the aristocracy. But gradually, the area became disreputable, with taverns, theaters, coffee houses, and prostitutes inhabiting the area. By the 18th century, Covent Garden became a well-known red light district, attracting notable prostitutes, which led Parliament to draw up an act to control the area. In 1830, a neoclassical building, designed by Charles Fowler, was erected to both cover and help organize the market. However, by the end of the 1960s, the market moved to a new site at 9 Elms, and the central building reopened as a shopping center in 1980. Today, it is a popular location containing cafes, pubs, small shops, and a craft market. Covent Garden has magnificent buildings, including the Royal Opera House, of which the current building is the 3rd one on this site after several destructive fires. The Theatre Royal on Drury Lane is the most recent of 4 incarnations, the first of which opened in 1663, making it the oldest continuously used theatre in London. Another elegant building is the London Transport Museum, a Victorian iron and glass construction on the east side of the Market Square. The Covent Garden area has long been associated with entertainment. Today, there are over 60 pubs and bars, 13 theaters, and this is the only part of London licensed for street entertainment. There are several mysteries surrounding this smallish district of historical London, where some say strange things happen after nightfall. There are many stories of ghosts and specters. Apparently, some theater actors have returned to their favorite theaters to haunt the auditoria, and the Admiral, Lord Nelson, used to make some ghostly appearances. So it's best not to be afraid of ghosts, because you never know when you may be surprised by one.